Hello everyone, Krydex here. Welcome back to our Pure Angels playthrough. It has been a little while, so thank you all for your patience. I've been dealing with moving and vacation and all that stuff, and finally I'm settled. Schedule might still be a little weird as I'm trying to figure things out, you know, new environment, new schedule, all that kind of stuff, but we'll get there eventually, and hopefully streams will be quite a bit more consistent. So if you want to join me on Twitch, feel free, and also the YouTube video releases should be a lot more consistent moving forward. I still haven't quite figured out exactly what my schedule will be, though, so stay tuned for that. Make sure to join the Discord if you want to see updates about that. And yeah, so in our last episode, we got the mall going, which is very nice. So now I can come here for all my object needs. I don't really need any of this anymore, I think. Except for maybe Motor 2s and Science. I think is about all this is doing. Maybe Resin? No, I'm doing Resin. That's right. Yeah, I have the... Where is that? Over here. Yeah, we're making resin here, chemically, so we don't need that anymore. And yeah, I think we are pretty good to go. Oh, you know, let me exit Discord here. Okay. So, one of the things that we put on our list last time was more power. I guess we were running a little low when everything was fired up, and even now we're pretty low. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to make sure I have all the things I need for coal mining and power creation. So we're going to handcraft a bunch of boilers and stuff. So I'm going to head back to the main base for now, or the old base, I guess I should call it. And we will go ahead and craft. Where are they? Oh yeah, they're in the power setting. So we're going to need, is it 40 boilers? Yeah. Okay, there's 40 boilers and 35 steam engines. Need a few more than that. Probably out of mechanical parts and frames. So we'll grab some more of those. Plenty of power poles. Trying to remember. We do need belts for this, so I should grab some more belts. And a bunch of mining drills. Looks like I'm actually low on assemblers too. I'll grab some more of those while I'm here. And yeah. Let's see. Those are down here. Got 50 of those. And then belts. Bunch of belts, more undergrounds, and splitters. And what else we got? Oh yeah, those things. So we need frames and mechanical parts. If I'm remembering correctly, those are two of the main ingredients for these steam engines. I also have a new setup here. My second monitor is on the left instead of the right, which is really breaking my brain currently. So I'm gonna have to get used to that. Okay, here they are, mechanical parts. And fluid boxes, that's what else we need. That's the other thing we need. Now, let me find those. It's been so long since I've played, I forget basically everything. Okay. I think that's all we need. Now we'll take our train as close as we can get and make more power. And I think I've said this on the Discord a few times. I am just not certain how long I'm going to be able to... I think I want to do this, one of these two patches, so I'll just go over here. I know I'll block the mine for a minute, but that's okay. I'm not sure how much longer I'm going to be doing the Pure Angels playthrough. You know, when you take a few weeks off of something, at least when I take a few weeks off of something, I guess I can't speak for everybody, it's really difficult on the interest level. Like it's hard to get back into something, and I was already, even before I took my little vacation and moved and have an entirely different setup, I was already starting to lose a little bit of interest in this particular playthrough, just because it feels pretty tedious and not, I guess, massively rewarding. It's like, yeah, I could just keep going, but then I just get one more thing and I have to make a bunch more city blocks. And I don't know, the interest of progression just isn't there. I feel like with a lot of other mod packs, I'm excited for what's in the next tier. Whereas in this mod pack, I don't know if I can really say that. It's like, I mean, there's stuff. Angels is cool, like the farming is cool. The whole biters to get modules thing is kind of neat, but it's so tedious to do all of these steps that I'm less and less confident that I really want to. And what's interesting is a lot of people would say, oh, well, Planodons is tedious too, you know, and you enjoy that. And I think there's something about Planodons that's far more rewarding. Than this particular Pure Angels playthrough. I think it's maybe just that Planodons has more variety with every tier. There's a ton of new stuff, maybe? I don't know. I'll have to think a little bit more about why I'm feeling that way, but that is how I'm feeling currently. So just know that we are into the phase where I probably am getting towards the end of my Pure Angels playthrough. So, you know, at any point, it could be the last episode. I'll probably announce that it's the last episode before I just cut everything off, but we'll at least let you guys know. Okay, so that's going to get me plenty of coal. And now I just need this whole thing again. Right? Is there... What, did I do a better one? Are these are just the same, it looks like. Okay. So we'll just copy that. And throw that down here with the coal coming down. Blammo. Watch me not have enough for 4 of these. Oh, thank goodness. I do. Now the nanobots will do their work, and it will take a minute. But we shall be rewarded with, what is this, like 70-something megawatts of power? Uh-oh. What's going on with my laptop here? Huh. It just, the screen went off for some reason. Let's see, battery settings. I'm currently watching Twitch, so I don't know why you think you're allowed to just disappear. Whatever, I'll figure that out later. Nanobots are still doing their thing. So, for those of you here on Twitch, just so you know, I am on Eastern time zone now. So, for my European friends, that will be very helpful, because that means the streams will be 2 hours closer to your time. Did I not make enough? What? 80. I thought I did 35. Oh, I did 35 and 35. I did 7 clicks. I needed to do 9 clicks. Okay, 10 more. Exactly, Dave. Now if I start my stream at 4, it'll only be 10 instead of midnight. That's pretty nice. Oh, these trees are getting in the way of Squeak Through. It's kind of annoying, actually. Alright, let's just get rid of some of these trees. Okay, back to the nanobots. And... am I all out of the steam engines? It looks like that's maybe a yes? I don't know. I have the ghost thing. Let's just find out. There's one ghost pipe somewhere. Probably up here. What? Where is it? On the bottom layer somewhere. Oh, but my nanobots aren't building it. Interesting. Where are you? Okay, it's right here. Nanobots? Hello? Oh, am I just out of pipes? That would be kind of funny if I had exactly the right amount, except I was missing one. Oh, it's like trying to build but not working. Weird. Okay, so the tree was in the way, but it didn't get marked for deconstruction? Because apparently the game thought it could build there, but it couldn't. That was very interesting. Very interesting. Okay, so then these guys just need to kind of do their mergy. And then you are only on the right side, so get that on the left side. I think that's it. Now we just need to connect the power between the two. Make sure those are powered up. Okay, any more ghost entities in this whole block? The answer is no. Closest power is going to be... I'll probably just go east, because I might use that coal eventually. I'll just cut cross-country here. Go back up to the train, and then figure out what we can do to keep going towards orange circuits, because that is the next big goal. The next big goal. Okay. Ta-da! Let's watch it get to work. Yeah. Ba-da-bing, ba-da-boom. Alright, so that should fix our power problems for another while. Not forever, because I'm guessing one of the other ones is probably starting to run low. We know this one is kind of hurting these days. So that's not really reliable for power. Where else did I do power? This one, I guess, is still doing okay, actually. But I worry about the rate. Yeah, the maximum rate there might not be enough. This one's just fine. I need more mining drills on that eventually. And was there one more? One, two... Oh, yeah, there's this one. Okay, the old one. Yep. Yep. Okay, back to the train. Yeah, we had to drive 1,100 miles to get to our new place. Not a short drive, that's for sure. Good old gigantic US of A. Alright, so now we're going to go back to the base, and what we're going to do, I'm not quite sure, but I'm going to head to the mall. Look how slow these bots are. You can see them creeping pixel by pixel. Pixel by painful pixel. But they get the job done. They carry 100 things at a time, which is really helpful. Okay, so we got the more power checked off the list. My list is currently empty. Let's pop back into our... Did I do orange circuits in here? Looks like I never did. I mean, orange science, I guess. Orange circuits are required for orange science, but it doesn't look like I ever did orange science, so excuse me. Let's do that. So the orange science analyzer needs these force okay, that's easy. So really it's just orange circuits are the main cost. We'll throw those in there. I don't know, 5 maybe. Okay, so they need orange circuit boards, which need orange boards, which is liquid plastic. Okay, so we gotta dive into the plastic world. And then we also need the microchips, which is sulfuric acid. So we need silicon, silver, and sulfuric acid for that. Silicon wafers require monosilicon, which are essentially kind of like silicon ingots in a way. They're like processed. We need the same two things as before, including tin wire, copper wire, paper, iron plates. That's all standard. Crap ton of solder. Okay, so monosilicon is probably going to be on trains, right? I don't think the silicon seeds are needed for anything. Yeah, it's just monosilicon. So monosilicon, and that's only needed for wafers. So now here's an interesting... I could put wafers on a train. It's just wafers are way less dense. So it would make sense to do monosilicon. The problem is if you need a ton of wafers, you need a bunch of assembling machines. Like, how many do I need? 5 for this? I guess it's not crazy, but it looks like, yeah, silicon's about 3 times as dense as the wafers, so I probably don't want to transport the wafers, because that's just a waste of train time and train loading. So we won't do that. And cupric chloride is what? Copper ore and hydrogen chloride. Okay, well that's not too bad. Hydrogen chloride we just make pretty much from salt water, right? Yeah. Yeah, that's all we need there. Saline water. And then copper ore, is that in the train network? Inventory. It's not, but I can get it in the train network. So, add or copper ore in train network. I'm also curious, is there a hotkey settings controls? What is it? LTN Manager. Toggle LTN Manager. Is that really the only... Oh, I'm not looking at LTN Manager. Though it would be nice if LTN Manager could have the same tab. I don't think it goes back to the same tab. I'm looking at to-do list or task list. New task, there it is. Maybe I could do Control X. Nope, that was a bad idea. Control X is already a thing, right? Cut? Yeah, it's cut. Shift X. Control plus X. Yeah, that's cut. Okay. So with LTN Manager, ooh, don't discard changes, confirm changes. Okay, it does stay with inventory. Maybe it's every time you load the game, it resets back to trains, but at least it stays there for now. And we need some light over here. Can't be working in the dark now. Okay, so then I need to get rid of a crap ton of wood. Is wood in here somewhere? We don't even need wood. Well, looks like time for dump chest. Yeah. And then what else do we need? Well, I guess let's finish this. How much are we making of the greens? 15 and 15. Maybe I should go with 10? This is a lot, though. We're also going to need the silver wire. And silver wire coil, I think, is only after... Yep. More science. So we can't do that until blue science. So that's basically forever away. So silver wire is just copper cable and silver plates. Which we will make in the same block. So we need, ooh, 16 silver plates. That's bad. That's very bad. That's really bad. And then we're not going to need solder coils. Uncut. There we go. I think that's about right. Yep. We have all those. Okay, so plastic, silver plates. Wait, why do I have double the silver plates? There we go. Plastic, silver plates, and kind of it, right, for new materials? I mean, I guess the cupric chloride, but copper ore, we already have it. We just need to put it on the train. So, okay. So plastic, we haven't even researched plastic. There's two ways to get it. Liquid plastic and liquid plastic. Okay, that's one way to get it. There is bioplastic, which is probably garbage, if I had to guess. And then there's the cellulose acetate, which uses cellulose acetate mixture, which is acetic acid, acetic anhydride, sulfuric acid, lots of things, and cellulose fiber. And that is, oh my gosh, so many things. Red metal catalyst, it looks like, which is the cheaper color, so that's good. Methanol, carbon monoxide. This is also methanol and carbon monoxide. So you kind of need two sets of methanol and carbon monoxide, and then you run the acetic acid back through, add more methanol and carbon monoxide, and that gets you acetic anhydride. You run that through with acetic acid, which was step one. So these three all kind of go together. It's really only the two ingredients of methanol and carbon monoxide and the red metal catalysts get you all of these special fluids, and then you add sulfuric acid and cellulose fiber, and that gets you this, which you run through with purified water, and that gets you sulfuric wastewater back. So this is going to be a sulfur positive loop as well. So that's nice. We don't need to provide any sulfur for this once it gets started. And then finally, we need acetone. Have we seen that yet? Acetone gas. I don't think we've seen that. So we're gonna have to try out these different plastic routes. Propene to liquid plastic. Does that not exist anymore? Plastic. Oh, we already did. No, we didn't. Okay. We can't do propene to plastic until Orange Science. So it's weird that we already have two ways. Bioplastic and acid. What is acetone? We need that either way. Acetone. Oh gosh. We need nutrient pulp. Yikes. And nutrient pulp comes from beans or corn, probably, whichever one's easier. Okay, we can do that. And then that gets us ethanol and butane. Or synthesis gas and fuel oil. If we had a way to use the fuel oil as actual fuel, I would totally do that. But Angels has yet to add a power generation option that uses fuel oil. So it's kind of useless. I don't think fuel oil... Can I turn that into solid fuel yet? Eventually you can. Oh, I can. Okay. Maybe that's worth it then, because then I can get a bunch of extra power, essentially, out of that process. Like a lot. This turns one piece of coke into 24 megajoules worth of solid fuel. So that 50 fuel oil has essentially like 20 megajoules. So one piece of fuel oil then is like 2.5 megajoules. No, sorry. Other way around. 1 divided by 2.5. So like 400 kilojoules per unit. Which means... Oh, that's not what we wanted. We wanted to see this. Yeah, which means for every unit of acetone I get... So like this whole thing requiring... How much acetone would this require? I don't even know. Depends on which one I'm using, I guess. We'll look at both. So the bioplastic requires swamp trees, which I can't reproduce yet, so we don't want that one. So this is my only option. Swamp tree seeds, which can only come from swamp tree seed generators. So that's the thing where I have to go and find the swamp trees. Overall, though, that's not that bad. It's quite a few arboretums, but the light mud water is pretty free, and that's not a ton of mud. I think we did like two mud a second over here somewhere. How much mud a second did we do for this? 1.5. Yeah, so that's not that crazy. Let's see what the other plastic route looks like. Archcraft, how do you almost have 3k points? It builds up fast. It's good stuff. So the other plastic route is this one. And that requires less acetone, cellulose, acetate, do that one, acetic acid. Ooh, interesting. You can also get that from fermentation base, which is a small amount of corn. How small? Are we talking like 2 farms worth? Interesting. That's worth remembering. It even gives us free compost, which is kind of cool. The other way to get acetic acid, which we were looking at, is this way. Okay, that's researching. Right. Okay, so this way then requires, oh gosh, tiny amounts of methanol. So I might go with that. Like only 1 cellulose fiber, tiny amount of carbon, like insanely tiny amount of red metal catalysts, acetic anhydride. Oh yeah, we need to go up on that, so it meets that need first. And then acetone. Well, I definitely don't have blue metal catalysts, so nutrient pulp is my only choice. And I don't need ethanol or butane right now, so I might as well go with the fuel oil and synthesis gas, right? Ethanol and butane. Do those go anywhere? Ethanol. Oh, that's methanol. Whoops. Ethanol. Oh, that's how I get bioresin, I guess. Ethylene. Ethylene is needed for what? Ethylene oxide? Ethyl benzene? Bunch of stuff I don't have. What is ethylene oxide? That gets you ethylene carbonate, which gets you battery 3s. Okay, that's not needed for a long time. So ethylene. No, that's what we just looked at. Was there one more? No, that's it. Okay. And the other thing is butane. That's right. Butane. Oh, you know, Archcraft, I think you might have that much because I refunded one of your redemptions because I forgot. I think you had left and you were like, put it somewhere, and then I think I forgot to do that. Okay, so butane can get turned into benzene. Benzene can get turned into a bunch of stuff I haven't unlocked yet. Okay, so it's decided I will use the fuel oil and nutrient pulp, and then this requires beans and or corn. I think corn is the easier one. I can't remember. What does beans need? Beans. Binfran or zombie calyptus? Binfran requires sand and binifran. Zombie calyptus requires mud. And see, sand is way easier to get than mud. But what are the numbers here? 0.83 mud, 2.5 farms versus 1 sand and 3.7. So slightly more farms, but way easier, because sand is like, you know, very easy to get, 0.56 washing plants. Whereas if we did the zombie eucalyptus and the mud, we would need to do this whole thing where we need, you know, 5 essentially to get us that mud. Although that's not, oh gosh, I always have so many things, because really it's 1/5 of each of these, so it would only be half of a washing plant. I wouldn't need 5 in a row. Technically, I could just void as soon as I'm done. I could just void the mud water. So 2.5 washing plants total. I guess it doesn't really matter how I organize them. And then 2.5 and 2.5 versus the Benefran, which was 3.7 and half. Yeah, I think Benefran's still better. Now the real question is, do I have any Benefran? Because all my stuff is in a chest over here somewhere. Dave, you're probably right that polyethylene gives plastic. Yeah. Yeah, it's the tier 2 plastic, which requires blue science and production data core 2, which is not going to happen anytime soon. But eventually that gets us a lot more plastic for a lot cheaper. Anyway, this chest has... Is that Benefran seeds? Can't actually tell. What do they look like? Okay, they're not called Benefran. That's the most confusing part about this. What is it? Temperate plant number 7? Or is it it's desert. Okay, we don't have anything that looks like this, I don't think. Yeah, I need to go find some desert stuff. But Benefran looks like the way to go. We need the nutrient pulp no matter what. And in fact, acetone... Which way... Sorry, my brain's trying to keep this all connected. I think I'm doing an okay job. Because if we did plastic from bio, we would need a lot more acetone, I think. Yeah, we would need 40 acetone, which whatever gains we get in the bio realm would be lost because we'd need 100 nutrient pulp instead of 41. So you would need literally 2.5 times the amount of nutrient pulp, which then means a bunch more farms and stuff for this stuff. Just not necessary. Okay. Now this is gonna make plastic, not just liquid plastic. Liquid plastic goes in a few things. So we're probably going to want to put liquid plastic on a train. And potentially plastic on trains. What I'm trying to decide is, should I just put liquid plastic only? This does make about 2 plastic a second per assembling machine. So if I needed like 20 plastic a second, then I would need 10 assembling machines at the location. So maybe I should transport both. What about density? I think the liquid trains are 30K. Is that right? Or is it 40K? Shoot, I can't remember. Liquid trains. 40K. Okay, so 80,000. Well, I'll just say 40,000 versus 200 times, what is it, 30 slots? It's been so long since I've played. Yeah, 60 slots. Okay. So 60 times 200 is 12,000 plastic, or 40,000 liquid plastic, which is only 4,000 plastic, because it's 10 to 1. So I believe solid plastic is denser. Oh wait, plastic only stacks to 100. Sorry. So they're pretty close, actually. I mean, solid plastic is like 6,000 per train, and then liquid plastic is 4,000 per train. So not too different. All right. Okay, so let's get this all fixed. So no zombie eucalyptus. Benefran, it is carbon. What do I have in the network? Do I have carbon? I have coke, and I can make carbon from coke. That's right. So we can make carbon from coke. We have catalysts. We have cellulose fiber. This is actually not too bad. A little bit of sulfuric, but then we get the wastewater back. In fact, we get Are we getting double? Something. Is that right? Feels weird. Yeah, we get extra sulfuric wastewater. So this will, if we recycle the sulfuric wastewater, which we will do here, right click on that, and then we do this, input, link, and then sulfur goes into sulfur dioxide, which goes into that, which goes, oh, that just is sulfuric acid. Okay, there we go. No, we need to ignore that one. There we go. Oh. I guess it's negative? For some reason I thought these were 1-to-1. I thought you actually got slightly more acid back. That was incorrect. What's that ratio? 6.67 divided by 2.67. Okay, 2.5. So 2.5, you basically divide by 2.5 to figure out the amount of sulfuric acid you end up with. So this does require some amount of sulfuric acid input. Have we figured out a good way to do that yet? I can't remember. I don't think so. We're getting a lot of it from coke creation, but there's also natural gas gets you some. What's this? Oh, that's not anything. Yeah, I mean, honestly, I think coke washing might be the only source. That and hydrogen sulfide. Do I have a source of that? I don't think I have acid gas yet. Once you get puffing, you can do that, but anyway. So can I really not make sulfuric acid from scratch? Am I missing something? Probably. I mean, I know the mineral sludge stuff gets me a lot. And that one is a net positive loop. Yeah. I don't think I have an easy way to get sulfur right now. Okay, well, we'll just ignore this block for now. We'll figure that out later. Oh my goodness, look at all these ingredients. So what do we still need? Benefran seed. So that needs to be matrix solved. And then carbon needs to be made from coke. Yeah. Dang it. What's it doing wrong? Why are you not figuring out how to do this right? Oh wait, Benefran is beans. That's why. This is the one we need. There we go. Okay, tiny bit of Coke, some different muddy type waters, some saline water. Those are all easy. Red metal catalyst is a ratio of 0.1 to 1 plastic. So roughly 1 metal catalyst for every 10 plastic, which is 0.1 copper. So 1 copper ore and 1 iron ore gets you 100 plastic. That's, you know, not zero. That will add up. And then a little bit of sulfuric, a little bit of cellulose. Okay, now I do want to build this a lot bigger, is the thing. Because we're going to need plastic for other things. Like other boards and harnesses. And then eventually... Wait a second. Green... Oh. The old green circuit recipe. Actually, it's kind of weird. We don't need plastic for that much. Until low density structure. I think Petri dishes get used a decent amount. But not a ton. So... we don't need a huge production, because battery casing 4 is forever away. Okay. Maybe we'll just go with, like, 40? That seems reasonable. 10 megawatts. That's quite a bit. But not killer. Most of that is going into... what? Well, this can go away. Oh, just assemblers is all. Okay, so let's break this down. Do we have anything here we're not comfortable with? Silver plates, monosilicon. Okay, so silver plate, monosilicon, find Benefran. Those are my tasks. So then I think first we will... what shall we do? Well, I guess we gotta look at silver plates here. I don't think we have a good way to do this. I think our best bet is going to be... also, am I remembering this insanity correctly? Yeah, 3 silver plates per orange circuit. That's not good. So we want at least 3 a second. We'll just start with that and see what happens. No, I don't want extra blocks. Yep, silver ore. Okay, so right now, the only way to get silver ore is insane amounts of... no, that's stupid. We're not doing that. Cupric powder is an option. 18 cupric powder. Or 18 bobmonium chunks. Or... oops. Did not click on the right thing. Or 18 stereotype chunks. Those are the choices. Crap. Yikes. Cupric powder, by the way, is just an equal mixture of crushed. So we use these milling drums, which... do they require lubricant? They do, yeah. So we would need quite a bit of lubricant to do that, which doesn't feel worth it because chunks just require purified water, whereas lubricant costs you something. Decent amount of mineral oil, which I haven't yet figured out, but yeah, that doesn't seem... didn't mean to do that. That doesn't seem worth it, so probably just easier to go with chunks. But yeah, you can see how silver efficiency is a really big deal. And once you get the ability to do this, crystal catalyst into silver, you know, you're going from 18 chunks to a total of 3. So that's 6 times more ore efficient. for silver. The good news is when you do this, you get a bunch of other stuff, and we can decide which one we're going to do. We get 3 silver either way. Oh, this one gets a silicon, so of course we're doing that. Because we need silicon as well. And then we'll get some freebie zinc that I probably won't need, and a bunch of tin, which we'll just send that over to Tin World. And it'll get priority used as tin ore. I think we have tier 2 for all this, if I'm remembering correctly. And 18 chunks is 24 flotation cells. How many do I have currently? 1? 3? Okay, I haven't really done any of that yet. Got it. Okay. So we're going to need a big bombonium flotation party. And these are crushing up to 30. So the good news is we have enough bombonium, crushed bombonium. And this does get us a bunch of sulfuric wastewater, which I can turn into sulfuric acid, so that's good. This is crazy that 3 a second requires this much. I'm trying to decide if I even want to do more. That'll give me 1 orange circuit a second, roughly. Assuming the silicon works out, which it might not. And then these are 1 to 1. So that'll give me 1 orange analyzer a second, which I guess is the best I can ask for right now. And then as far as silicon ore, we can process that. And then we add hydrogen chloride, and then that, guess we might as well be as efficient as possible. So we get from 3 ore using the efficient methods, assuming I have chemical furnaces. I want to double check on that. Chemical furnace. Yes, I can make them. And I want to make sure close something. I wish you could control F this. We do have that researched. Okay. Sometimes you find out later that these things are not researched and you get very sad. But yeah, this looks good. What's weird is it uses ingots to make ingots, so you'll just need a little priority loop on that. Okay, so 4.4 monosilicon is more than I needed, if I remember. Yeah, okay. So we'll have plenty of monosilicon for the amount of silver we need while we're doing this combo sorting type stuff. And then I just want to make sure there's nothing else we're missing here. We've got the silicon figured out. We've got silver figured out. Those are done. We've got steam. Oxygen's easy. Mud water's easy. Sweet. Okay. The plan is there. And oh my gosh, cellulose fiber through the roof. In any case, the silver stuff, what we can do is turn all of this wastewater, or at least enough of it, you know, as much as we need, into sulfuric acid. So there we go. So this is a crazy amount of sulfuric acid out. Is that right? I guess so. Oh, you know what it is? I remember. So the whole chunk thing is interesting because you actually need sulfuric acid to go to the next level, from chunks to crystals or whatever they are, ammonium. It's like crystal chemical refining for leaching to make crystals. Yeah, this one. So you can see you use that sulfuric acid again on the next step. And then same with these other ones. Like this uses nitric acid, but the previous step gives you nitric wastewater. So they're all kind of linked, which is cool, but don't really need that for a long time. I'm still hesitant about the 24 flotation cells, but let's see. I mean, I guess. Okay, we can do it. There we go, 24 flotation cells done. Feels excessive, but I think it's what we need. And then 4.5 sorters. I may not have the required materials here. 2 casting machines, 1 induction furnace. Hey, Acronimus, thanks so much for the 3-month sub. Very much appreciated. How's it going? It's been a while. Blast furnace, and then sorting. Okay, I need some more E2s here, which are here. Very nice. And I guess I need some more of all the blocks. Refill. C block 2, mech block. E block 0, construction block 1. Wait, do I not have those? Construction block 1. Oh, they're there. Okay. Sweet. Okay. There we go. And I think that gets me all the things I need from bobmonium to silver plate. And then let's check this out. All the things we need from silicon ore to monosilicon. It's going to be a couple chemical furnaces. Another induction furnace. And 6 casting machines. Couple ore processors. Okay, I think that does it. Now this, I guess, needs some chemical plants and hydro plants, so let's just make sure we got that. Chemical plant. We'll just make 15. Okay. I think that's all we need. I also have a bunch of old induction furnaces that taking up space here. Old blast furnaces. Old ore sorting. Hey, Kamuna-chan, how's it going? Hello to Germany. And I think we're planning on doing a lot of the sorting here. I can always go up one more. I think I thought this would be enough space, but that's clearly wrong. I need 24 flotation cells. The nice thing is I'm only ever going to need 18 of the chunks for this particular one. Because by the time I get to needing more of a different type of thing, I'll be able to do the direct sorting, which I only need 1.5 bobmonium and stereotype once I have the crystal catalysts, rather than 18. So basically I have to make this 10 times bigger than all the other ones, just because I can only combo sort right now. Oh, I'm doing well, you know. Finally all moved in and got my computer stuff set up, which feels good. And we are finally back to making sure the factory grows. Because for a while the factory wasn't growing, and that is a travesty. Because we all know the factory must grow. Yeah, you stopped using fixed size city blocks. The only reason I like fixed size city blocks is they're just easy to paste. I much prefer the whole, you know, different sizes. You kind of just make not even city blocks, you just connect your train tracks. That's probably what I'm going to do for, what's it called? Addons. Wow. My brain's not here today, folks. My brain is not here today. Do I need more stations here? Shoot. Let's see. This station's free. Because I'm gonna need silver plates and monosilicon. So I do need 2 more stations. Maybe they'll go up there. Hey, no worries, Kimuna-chan. I'll see you later. Lurk mode is totally fine. Choppa the rock. Okay, so these are all going to be hooked up somehow. Let's think about this. We're going to need water. Can always do that kind of thing and connect them that way. Or I could use 2 of these. Both. I feel like it's kind of pretty irrelevant which one. It can be a lot cleaner if I use a bit more space. Oh, that's why Shift X can't be used. Figured it out. Controls, Shift, Shift plus X. Oh, it's 3 things. Flip blueprint vertically. Didn't know that. I guess Shift V. Is that a thing? Nope, that's fine. Shift C, cruise control, inventory cleanup. I don't do inventory cleanup. Blueprint, flip, okay. That could be Shift C. Okay, so we insert. You know what'll be better is if they do that. So the inputs will be on the ends, and then the outputs will be here. And I do have to pay attention to what side of the belt they're on. Those will be the far side, so these need to be the left side. And then power. I think that works. Make sure these are connected. And that will be 24 of these, so that's 8 and 3 of these chunks. Maybe I should have moved them over. Let's move them over. So that they shall fit. Standing on the rails was a very bad idea. I did that. It happened. I didn't die. We got lucky. I'm actually very surprised. Every time I stand over rails, I tend to get run over. I forgot the geode. Hey, ZoomTag, how's it going? Forgot the geode thingies output. Geode thingies. That's a long time ago. Over here? Or are you talking about what we're doing right now, the chunks? I think I have the outputs on here. So, sorry, you'll have to be a little more specific. I am 5 dumb. Don't know exactly what you're talking about. And we're going to need to yank some bobmonium off of here. Send that up. And is that actually already perfectly in line? Did I just... No, I'm 1 off. Bad. Sad day. Okay, hook that up. Well, almost got run over again. Really need to pay more attention. Oh, maybe this is what you're talking about. They output geodes and ammonium chunks. Which is fine, as long as it's not more than 30, which it's not. So I should be fine to just sort it out and deal with that up here somewhere. But yeah, I did forget about that. Okay, let's get rid of these interloping trees, and I think this might be a good place to end the episode. We're right at about an hour, and we still need that purified water, and then deal with the outputs, and then we'll have some chunks to start sorting. So I'll stop here. For those of you on YouTube, as always, thank you guys so much for watching. Let me know what you think down in the comments below, and I'll see you in the next episode.